Hello, Marvel fans. Welcome to my review of this week's Legion, episode 6, chapter 14, directed by John Cameron and written by Noah Howland. This episode was decent as it was really good. I loved it. It was so good and amazing and fantastic. So I'm going to tell you my thoughts in a bit. So I'm going to tell you the synopsis and then tell my thoughts about the writing, who gave a wonderful performance, which is who, and the story about this episode. David Mind exposes possible lives where he made different choices. In one life, he is homeless and attacked by a group of men that unlocks David's abilities. He is hunted by Division 3. Kerry Lookman, Milk kills him. In the other life, David takes American surprise in his abilities and lives in dark life with Amy until a vision of the devil and yellow eyes and confronts him with police officers leads to David in being fatally shot. One life sees David working with a business woman until he uses Volcom, until he uses his mind reading ability to gain her favour. His version remains under the control of Valkyrie and eventually becomes the richest man in the world with the businesswoman now working for him. In the other lives, in the elderly David is cared for Amy. A D-grain version of David discusses the multiverse theory and happy David lives presently suburb life, remembering when Amy first took him to Clockwork's physical hospital and accepting they had to live with the life they got. David returns to his life and accepts the version of events that lead to her death, which was amazing. It was outstanding as well in this episode. I really enjoyed it. It was so good, and it explained so much about Amy, of course, leading to her death, of course, as well. But yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was dozy of an episode. I loved it. It was so good. So, my thoughts about the episode. My thoughts about the story. So, my thoughts about the story, the storyline, about it. I loved every single different version of David and of the multiverse theory, and back to his own life, of course, when it leads to death. And I loved the end song at the end of the episode. It was fantastic and amazing. It was enjoyable to watch. It was so good and amazing at the same time. I can't tell you guys, it was so good. Other moments of the episode, everything was good. Great performance, of course, with Dan Stevens. Applaud him so much. I really enjoyed his different kind of versions of David. It was enjoyable to watch, and I was like, what is just happening? And yeah, I was like mind blown throughout this episode, guys. You wouldn't believe it. I was mind blown throughout this episode. It was so good, amazing, and fantastic, and brilliant at the same time. I really enjoyed it. So, great performance, Dan Stevens. Of my thoughts about his performance in this episode was fantastic, amazing, emotional, and epic. What really got his emotional character, got me was when he got shot by the police of that version with the moustache. That version, David, was really good and fantastic. Everything was amazing. His different versions of Amy was different versions of David was fantastic. That's why I gave him the performance of this week of Legion. The writing, unexpected, fantastic, amazing, and epic. Great directing as well. Great writing of this episode. I really enjoyed it. This is why I'm a Marvel fan for sure, because I love mind-blowing episodes, mind-blowing storylines for this, and it's fantastic at the same time. So I'm gonna give it 9.7 out of 10. It was amazing, fantastic, and epic. I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic at the same time. Legion continues next Tuesday at 10 PM on FX. Keep on watching, guys. I think this is going to be better than season 1 so far. So far so good. Give us a big thumbs up, comment down below what you thought of this week's Legion, and click the subscribe button if you're new around here. Click the bell button if you get a notification when I upload. And see you in a bit for my review of Rise, this week's Rise. So yeah, give us a big thumbs up and keep on subscribing to my channel for all things sketches, reviews, the chemistry and more. Hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and see you in a bit. Bye.